Good morning, everybody. Thank y'all for coming and joining us this morning. There are two sides. I'll be reading this morning out of the book of Luke on the second thing that Christ said out of the seven. If you would like to, you can turn with me to Luke chapter 23, verse 43. Right here it says, and he said to him, these are Christ's words because they're in red in the Bible. Christ is speaking here. He says, truly, I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise. And right here, he's speaking to two criminals that were being crucified that very day along his sides, one to the left and one to the right. And for a good while, I wondered who these men were and what they did. And these two men were brothers. And pastor's always addressing the men here, so I kind of would like to address the men this morning. These two brothers were named Dismas and Justus. Those are the ones that were crucified next to Christ. Justus was always getting himself into a bind. He was rebellious. He was compared to Barabbas. So he was a pretty evil man, intentionally. He had no intentions of doing right, doing good. The Romans were tired of him going in and out of prison. They knew him well. And he had a gambling problem. And he got into a big debt that he couldn't pay. So he plotted to rob someone to steal and pay the debt that he owed. So he invited his brother Dismas to go with him. Somehow he got entangled in that, was at the wrong place at the wrong time. The Romans caught him and they said, we've had enough of you. No more in and out of prison. We're going to crucify you. We're going to give you the death penalty and your brother too. And that's how they ended up on the cross with Jesus Christ. But when they were on the cross, Justus, I'm going to start reading out of verse 39. Then one of the criminals hanging there with Justus began to yell insults at him. Aren't you the Messiah? He's asking him, aren't you the Messiah? But this question is not like he didn't recognize him. He knew who he was, but in a sarcastic kind of way, he says, aren't you the Messiah? If you're the Messiah, save yourself and us. But his brother quickly answered, rebuking him. And he said, don't you know who this is? Don't you fear God? He says, we are punished justly because we're getting back what we deserve for the things that we did. But this man, speaking about Jesus Christ, he has done nothing wrong. Then he said, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. And he said to him, truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise. So what he did is he repented. He repented, and right here where he says, truly I tell you, he didn't say, truly I tell y'all. He's speaking directly to him. Today, you, not y'all, you will be with me in paradise. Which man are you? Because Justus was named the unrepented thief. Dismas was named the good thief because he was trying to get his brother out of a bind all the time until they got caught. So, what I did is I took the liberty of translating I looked up that verse in definition form. Pastor Ray, this is how it says, the whole verse in definition form. In all sincerity, I, myself, communicate these facts in written words to any person or people in the course of this very day, to any person or people. My intent, my desire is to exist together in one place with me, the speaker, towards the inside of heaven, the holiest place. So, I'll leave you with this question. Men, are you to the right or are you to the left? Thank you.